This is Charting Crypto for Wednesday, the 10th of August, 2022. We're going to skip back a little old school, going back to our charts that we had used for many years. And of course, we are looking at TC2000, and we are using our price percent oscillator set at 10, 24, and 8. Of course, we have a 50-period moving average, an exponential 200 on here that, again, we use along with the derivative oscillator set at 14, 5, 3, and 9. And as we look at, I just want to sort of show you some things that we are seeing occur at the same time, and it's pretty interesting stuff for you to keep in mind. This is the New York Stock Exchange Bitcoin Index. It is different from some of the other indexes you'll see with Bitcoin. New York Stock Exchange uses their own ways to estimate Bitcoin value with other crypto exchanges, and you can look it up and see how it works. But it does tend to track the price of Bitcoin accurately, a little bit different, but again, in a way that makes sense. And what do we see going on here? I want to point out to you, the derivative oscillator flipped over green last week. This week, look at this. We have the price percent oscillator moving to cross over the exponential average. That's our signal line. Now you say, okay, that's just one Bitcoin index. Well, if we go to Grayscale Bitcoin, look at this. You can see the same thing trying to set up. Now, that's a Bitcoin trust. They own Bitcoin. And again, it's valued based upon the value of the Bitcoins in their trust. And then if we move on to the three ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs, you can see BITO. Now, these haven't been around that long. Just over the past year, you can see where it too is starting to cross over, going up. BTF, same thing. XBTF, same thing. These are all on the weekly charts. We can see that Ethereum, of course, crossed over back last week trying to head up. Now again, we can see that we are below the 50-period moving average line. We don't even see the 200 on here. So again, as we look at where things are and where they are going, we do see that again, these crypto markets are trying to recover. Let's take a look at what's up with Bitwise. This is a crypto index fund. It takes the top 10 cryptocurrencies, balances them based upon market share, and then tracks that. It too is crossing over, going up on the weekly chart. Now, you can get excited. You can see what happened last time, crossed over, and then very soon thereafter started going down again. But as we watch, wait and see, you can see that the derivative oscillator much more powerful than it was in the past. Now, you know how much I like XBTF. And again, we just don't have that much history with it. So for us to go back and look at where things were in the past, it's hard to do because it only tracks back to November of last year. So don't have a long way that we can go back in that. Now, when we look at New York Stock Exchange Bitcoin Index, we can see where things had originally peaked out at about the $70,000 mark, where they moved down, slid sideways, dropped again, slid sideways. We can see where back in April, they tried to pop back up again and then died on the vine, slowed down with a red open box candle, and then moved down again. We can see that the derivative oscillator is about where it was, might have been even a little higher. It was higher previously. So again, trying to move up. I would pay attention to the candle here. It's a red open box, means a slowdown in the up movement, not a down candle. And again, something for you to look at and to pay close attention to. So I was excited to see these things trying to move along. If we look at the rest of the Bitcoin space and some of these Bitcoin-related ETFs like the Blockchain X, the Global X blockchain ETF, again, dealing with, and this again is an ETF that tracks businesses that are in this space. You can see that it's showing some signs of recovery, crossing over, going up 4 green open box candles. Now, not huge surging price like we saw back in October, November of 2021, but going up. We look at something like the VanEck Vectors Digital Transformation Fund. It, of course, crossed over last week and is going up. We look at things like the Skybridge Crypto Industry and Digital Economy ETF. It, too, is going up. We look at the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing. It, too, is going up. We look at what's happening with the next gen economy. That ETF is moving up too. And we look at what's up with the Innovator Transaction and Processing ETF. That too is going up. So are we seeing a complete turnaround in this area? Well, we can think we've seen that before for a couple of weeks, actually stronger up moving action with candles, and then it died. So we see things trying to get moving. There's some excitement there. I'm glad to see that. We will keep our eye on it. You should too. Thanks so much for being with us, folks. We always love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. cw@chartingwealth.com. All the best. God bless from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.